I think this week has been one of the worst weeks to happen in our country for a long time. It is a day after Charlie Kirk, God rest his soul, was shot and killed in Utah at one of his debate rallies. He was shot and killed, and I learned about it on TikTok. I was at school. It was the end of the day. We don't get our phones, so I don't check up with that stuff. Well, I can't, check up with that stuff. And I learned he was shot. I didn't think it was that bad because I was just it's TikTok. They tell you one thing, they tell you another thing, and then an hour later, I learned that he had passed. And I wasn't I wasn't like a Charlie Kirk mega fan. I did admire some things he has said and done. He was a really brave guy, but something just really hit me in my soul when I learned that he died. And it's not because of his political beliefs or because I don't even know how to. It's just our country is just so divided by everything, and nobody can be happy for anybody, or we're happy for the wrong reasons or we're upset for the wrong reasons. I don't think that Charlie Kirk deserved to die. If you think that he deserved to die, you clearly aren't educated properly. I don't know if I would call it educated. I just if you are happy that somebody died because of their political beliefs, you are the problem, And I just learned an hour ago that a high school was shot up. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I'll probably add it in post. But the shooter injured two students and then turned the gun on himself. And today is also September 11th. And it's I don't why this week? I just want to know when it will be over. And if it's just going to be these 2 days, or if it's going to be another month or another year. I'm 17 and I'm going to be an adult. I'm a junior in high school. I don't think I've been more nervous for my future than I am right now, just because of how divided our country is and how hateful each and every one of us are. Somebody is hateful in their own way. I'm hateful in my own way. I try to do better. And I think that this is a sign to all of us that we need to come together and act right, and it just disgusts me how people would cheer in TikTok comments about Charlie Kirk. I haven't seen anything about the high school shooting. Those are never taken well, which I'm glad they're not. I don't see anybody actively saying, "Oh my God, heck yeah, they got shot up," which is good. But regardless of his political beliefs, a man, a husband, a father was killed in front of his wife and his two young children. They do not have a father anymore. Can you just imagine if you have a father and if you love him, if he was taken away from you in front of your eyes, if he was shot dead, and people online were celebrating that? How would that make you feel? I can't even imagine it. I can't, because I heard about that, and when he died, I was in the car with my dad, and I'm like, what if it was him? If you are one of the people who was happy that Charlie Kirk died, please reconsider what you think about people and spread love. We are all human. No matter what we do, we are all human. And I only a very few small amount of people deserve to die. And Charlie Kirk was not one of them. This is, um, I'm thankful for everything he did for, our country. Maybe it didn't seem like a lot. He put his opinions out there. He gave strength to others to speak their mind regardless of their beliefs, and he was brave. And, whether he knew it or not, he put himself on the line, his life on the line every day when he did that stuff. Because, and I saw on the TikToks where he's gotten many threats. He probably got like 100 threats a day just because of who he was. And, he kept doing it, which is why if you believe in something and it's right and that this is something that you need to bring out into the world, that you should be able to do that without being murdered. Unless if it's like breaking the law. There's difference. What Charlie was doing was not breaking the law. It wasn't bad. He had strong opinions. People didn't agree with him, and they shot him. Gonna end it at that. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for me. God bless our country.